Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Monday the 15th of the 3rd, 2021. Time is 0445 GMT, Asian session coming to a close, European session firing up, our lunchtime, North America and US session. Right, let's look at what's going on. So last Friday then was the last full trading day, the 12th of the 3rd. We had a positive opposed driver in the dollar at plus 148, front and back door flows mainly coming out of the pound at minus 85 and out of the yen at minus 81. The euro was the positive rock at plus 19. Activity plus or minus 166. So over the week then, just to remind yourselves what happened last week, we had a negative opposed driver in the yen at minus 399. Front and back door flows mainly going into the pound at plus 356. Next into the euro at plus 121, and the dollar was the negative rock at minus 78. Activity over the week of plus 477. Intraday then, this is what's been happening so far in the Asian session to about 15 minutes ago. We've got an opposed negative driver in the yen at minus 46. Front and back door flows going fairly evenly, but going into the pound at plus 26. Euro at plus 22, and the dollar is the negative rock at minus 2. Activity plus or minus 48. Right, what's going to knock this about then? So we've got a very busy week this week. What do we have? Let's have a look. Well, Sunday, which we've just had, we've got the RBA governor made a speech and basically said how clever they were to get over this COVID thing and manage the economy. So they praised themselves. And then they said there's going to be a little while before they reach their inflation target. So then they talked the AUD down a little bit. So they pumped themselves up and pumped the AUD down. Right, standard procedure really. Monday then today we had China retail sales. Bearing in mind that these are two monthly figures for January and February. So just be aware of that. Generally, as we said, lots positive figures. In line with our view that China's ramping up for the second quarter. Right, Biden's speech today, Monday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we've got the RBA minutes and US retail sales. Wednesday, we've got CAD CPI, US Fed rates decision, that'll be in our early evening, and minutes, and NZD GDP. Right, so that's interesting as well. And Thursday we've got the Bank of England rates decision. So there's a lot going on to knock everything about going forward. Right, so let's get rid of this and then look what's been going on in the wider market. Right, our trades come back a bit. We were 1150 points. We're now about 750 points. So 400 points has come off since Friday. But anyway, let's have a look. Right, euro. This is the euro complex, full complex, seven pairs. It's strong, except for the pound and the New Zealand dollar, which are stronger. The yen is weak, except against the AUD. The pound is strong. Except against the NZD, which is stronger. The Swiss franc is weak, except against the yen. And the AUD. What else have we got? We've got the CAD. The CAD is weak. Except against the yen, the Swiss, the dollar and the AUD. So basically it's mixed. The AUD is weak across the board. The NZD strong across the board, and the dollar is weak, except against the yen, CAD, and AUD, which are weaker. Right. So what have we got then? We've got AUD weakness. We've got NZD strength, and take your pick in the middle. Right. So let's have a look at the asset classes before we do the final analysis. Right, dollar index, where are we? We've got this sort of situation. It broke the resistance, it's come back and it's about there now. Gold's dirging around near the lows, but it's had a little bounce. Oil is sort of come up there. It's come down. It's knocking, but sub the highs, but it's doing reasonably well, thank you. And what else we got? Wall Street. Wall Street has got this sort of situation. It's basically broken the resistance and stayed up there at the moment. The S&P is just knocking on the doors at the highs, and the tech has underperformed in recent terms, so it's about 0.4 from our model floor. So that's the batting order. Wall Street, industrials at the top, S&P mixed, nearly at the highs, and the tech is lagging. Right, what else have we got? US 10-year bond and the bund. Right, the US 10-year is pretty much at the floors, so that's the price. So the yields are very strong at the moment, and the bund is about 0.3 from the floor on the price. So excuse me. So basically US yields are relatively stronger than European yields at the moment, and bear in mind that feeds into the euro dollar. Right, okay, right, just make some room. What else have we got? Copper. Right, so copper, copper's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumps, came back to about base camp, and then it came up to there, and it's now punching just where are we? Just below the third pump. So it's basically trying to recover, but not quite there yet. And US steel, put that here. US steel is, as I said, it's done this W, so it's fully recovered from its previous falls. Right, so that's that. Let's just wrap this up then. So what we've got: the Fed, we've got the Bank of England rates decision. Right, so if you look at the flows from last week, just get this organised. You can see that the pound was pumped and the yen was driving negatively. Right, so the most likely scenario, given what we're going forward in the next couple of days, and bearing in mind that equities are nicely pumped, is you're going to get a bit of yen strength. You're probably going to get dollar strength, and you're going to get the obvious candidate for taking the hit is the pound. The pound has been pumped. You've got this Bank of England rates decision coming over as well. So the most likely scenario, and it looks like the New Zealand dollar is just coming back. Remember, the New Zealand dollars in complex terms is is right near the top. It's 67% from the model floor. And what have we got? We got New Zealand GDP is on Wednesday, very late Wednesday. So you'd want to be going forward. We're going to keep our positions as they are, but if you're looking at shorter term trades, you're likely to see softness in the pound. So the pound's likely to come down. You're likely to see a bit of strength in the dollar coming back. The yen's likely to come up. Equities are likely to come off a bit. The AUD is likely to be soft in the short term, and the NZD, depending on how they're going to play it. So probably the best place to be in the next couple of days, if you're looking at shorter term trades, is pound, short the pound, probably against the yen, and what else you could look at against the AUD. No, not the AUD, because that's duplicating it. But I'd say the safest place to be probably will be short pound, and probably pound dollar as well. So those two, that would be short pound against the yen, short pound against the dollar. But that's not really what we're doing, as you know. But that's the most likely scenario as we go into the Fed and the Bank of England rates. So I hope that was useful. See you again tomorrow. Thank you very much.